Welcome back, everybody. I'm, of course, Lil Cobra X coming at you, not live like always. And, well, what do we talk about? It's been a couple weeks since the last video came out. I apologize for not posting things, but here we are again. Computers acting up, and no more excuses. There shouldn't be an excuse for me not posting a video. If I have to, I'm gonna start doing this crap on my phone. Because I want to do this and I need to. So that being said, new offensive coordinator since last time I talked to you guys. Obviously, I put out a video about the potentials, and this guy never popped up on my potential radar because I just didn't think that he would leave the situation. But here we are. We got Todd Monken from Georgia, offensive coordinator. Previously, he was with the Browns, I believe, in 2019 is the last time he coached offensive coordinator for the NFL. And I believe Baker had a really good year that year, if I'm not mistaken, under him as offensive coordinator. So here's to hoping he brings it, man. Just coming off of back-to-back championships with Georgia Bulldogs. His offense, I think, would fit perfectly in the Baltimore, actually, now that I'm looking back at some of the Georgia plays and stuff like that. They use their tight ends a lot in the run game, which is what Baltimore tries to do, but also can fling it in the air with a wide receiver. He's a very balanced coach, with the run and pass being about, 60-40. So that seems like pretty good. Hopefully Lamar did actually have input on this, and this persuades him to hopefully sign a contract. We don't know, still don't know what's going on. Since the last time I said they don't know which franchise tag to use. That comes up, I believe, next week. They can start using that. And yeah, guys, I just have no idea what Baltimore has planned, but I'm just tired of being in the dark, along with a lot of other fans I know are tired of being in the dark. So that being said, I don't know, man. Probably July is probably the first time we'll probably see anything if they don't come up with a deal. I think the exclusive tag is probably the smartest choice for them, for Lamar. But this is a step in the right direction for sure. I like the signing, actually. The more and more I dig down deep in detail and stuff like that, and look into his past a little bit and how he operates his offenses pretty well, actually. Yeah, I really think this is going to be a good pick for Baltimore, and let's just hope that he persuades Lamar into staying. So, for Baltimore news, there isn't a whole lot going on. I know around the league, Rex Ryan is actually a head candidate right now for the Broncos to put him as a defensive coordinator. And guys, if that happens, watch out for the Broncos. If they can have him and they can turn Russell Wilson's career around, coupled with the defense that was already probably a top 3, top 5 defense, I can see it being kind of a scary thing for them, or at least you would think. So, Broncos, AFC, another team to worry about. I think they're going to be a lot better this year, and there's a couple trade things going on with Lamar, rumors. Of course, the Jets. We've seen them Raiders. But now the Commanders are popping up on that radar now. What people think they might be another team that might jump the gun for 2 first-round picks to get and pay the man fully guaranteed contract. I don't see him going there. I don't know why Baltimore would do that. I think at that point they would probably match and be like, okay, yeah. But if they have the exclusives, that won't matter. But I don't know. There's a couple teams. If we had to get a quarterback out of the deal, who would we go for? Everybody are also seeing, the Falcons could go for it, but if he gets traded to a team that has a quarterback that we could probably trade for with other players or whatever. I know it sounds crazy, but let's go the Dolphins, because that's the popular one anyways. Tua and Lamar would not be a fair trade. You'd have to add somebody else to that. And I'm thinking they would keep, obviously, Tyreek Hill, but Tua and Jalen Waddle. Maybe a third round pick on top of that for Lamar Jackson. I think that's more fair, maybe. Maybe instead of a third, maybe a fifth. But that's some sort of package deal and trading picks or something. Like our fourth for their fifth. And like Waddle and Tua. I think that would be a fair trade. The only thing concerns me about Tua, of course, is the concussion history in the last year or so. It's just he looks like he's been able to step it up. He is obviously not the same quarterback that Lamar is on level. Not as of yet. We don't know if Tua can be better than that in the future. Who knows? But that's just one trade I was thinking of. I can't really think of a whole lot. There's so many trade scenarios I could probably research and pull out of, and yeah, but I just don't. I really think Baltimore. I really think they end up getting this deal done. I don't think that they trade him away. Just everything lines up too well for him to stay, and they've built the offense completely in with image of Lamar being their franchise guy, their guy. He's been there for 5 years now. We know what he can do. He's won an MVP. Yes, he's been injured the last 2 seasons, and I believe that's 10 or 11 games in 2 years, which is almost a full season within 2 years. So he's only played like maybe about a year and a half within two or so years, 2 or more years there. So that's the big concern over Lamar. And yes, he did bet on himself this year. Yes, he got injured again. So that hurts his stock value. But nonetheless, I still think, this is why I really think what should happen. And before I sign off here, because I got to get going. But this is what I think they should do. 8 years, $400 million. 250 of it fully guaranteed. Not the whole contract guaranteed, but 250 guaranteed. That'd be your first 5, 50, 100, 150. That'd be first 5 out of the 8 years to be fully guaranteed. And I'd put like a clause in there if you win a Super Bowl within the next first 5 years of that, then the rest of that contract then becomes fully guaranteed all 8 years. Because you bring us the Super Bowl, I think he deserves the fully guaranteed contract, all $400 million fully guaranteed. And however we spread that out throughout the cap, that's up to us. That's $50 million a year. First 5, $50 million, all guaranteed. Split that between salary cap and signing bonuses, so we don't have to have the full amount on the cap. But I know a certain percentage has to be, and I don't know what those numbers exactly would look like. But that is my proposal on how I would go about things. Giving him a Patrick Mahomes deal. He's still 26 years old. Doing an 8-year deal, I believe that would put him at probably 33 by the time he gets done with everything. 6, 7, 32, 33, 34 years old. Somewhere in there. Then we'll see where he's at from there. Because by that time, you'll have signed him through his whole, basically I think his whole career. And we'll see what kind of player he is at 34 years old. If he turns into anything like Russell Wilson, or he becomes more of a pocket passer and then runs when need be. And hopefully at 34 he don't look anything like, like everybody else running quarterbacks at 34, just completely spent and not relying on his arm all this time, could deal with, I think he's been improving every year on his arm strength and accuracy, and I just think that we need to build around him more, like give him a number one guy, and then everything will be okay. But like I said, guys, I have to get going. I just wanted to give you a small update of the offensive coordinator. Rumors, of course, continuing to circulate around Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, and if they're going to have the tag or what's going on. We won't know until next week, I think. I don't think they're going to do anything until then. And then after that, I don't think we're going to hear any contract negotiations till after the draft. And or whatever falls with quarterback situation with Derek Carr. You got Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, through the draft, who trades for who, where, whatever. There's a lot that could happen in the next following month and a half. So that being said, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. And I apologize. My videos are not twice a week. It is not even weekly right now, because the computer in which I am using, it's seen better days. And finances is not the greatest anyways, but nonetheless, there's no excuse. I need to try harder to give you guys content, and I will do so. I'll do so. But until then, like, share, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell on the notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, see you later.